Hello friends, welcome to Techia. In this tutorial, we'll see about bug life cycle or defect life cycle. Let's begin. What is bug life cycle? Bug life cycle is also known as defect life cycle. In software development process, the bug has a life cycle. The bug should go through the life cycle to be closed. Bug life cycle varies, depends upon the tools like QC, Jira, Bugzilla, etc. used and the process followed in the organization. So this is all about bug life cycle. Before going further, I strongly recommend you to go through both the software life cycle and software development life cycle first. Let's see what is software bug. Software bug can be defined as the abnormal behavior of the software. Bug starts when the defect is found and ends when a defect is closed, after ensuring it is not reproduced. So this is software bug. Let's see the states of software bug life cycle or defect life cycle. First one is new. In this state, when a tester finds a new defect, he should provide a proper defect document to the development team to reproduce and fix the defect. In this state, the status of the defect posted by tester is new. Next is if defect which are in the status of new will be approved if valid and assigned to the development team by the test lead, project manager, etc. Then once the defect is assigned, then the status of bug changes to assigned. After assigned, it will go to open state. In this state, the development team start analyzing and work on the defect fix. Then when a developer makes the necessary code change and verify the change, then the status of bug will be changed as fixed and the bug is passed to the testing team. Then the next state is test. If the status is like a test, it means the defect is fixed and ready to do test whether it is fixed or not. Then the tester retests the bug after it got fixed by the developer. Okay. If there is no bug detected in the software, then the bug is fixed and the status assigned is verified. Then after verified the fix, if the bug is no longer exist, then the status of bug will be assigned as closed. But if the defect remains same after the retest, then the tester posts the defect using defect retesting document and change the status to be reopen. Again the bug goes through the life cycle to be fixed. Like if the bug reopen, then it will go to open state. Then again we have to fix that bug. Then again the same procedure will be followed by bug life cycle. Fix, test, verified, then close state. Now the next state is duplicate. If the defect is repeated twice or the defect corresponds the same concept of the bug, the status changes to duplicate by the development team and it will be closed. If the system is working according to specification and the bug is just due to some misinterpretations such as referring to old requirements or extra features, then team lead or developers can mark such type of bug as rejected and it will be closed. Then the next state is deferred. In some cases, project manager, lead manager set the defect status has deferred, because if the bug found during end of release and the bug is minor or not important to fix immediately, then it will be go on deferred state, or you can fix that bug on next release. So as you can say, if the bug is not related to the current build, then it will go to default state, and if it is expected to get fixed in the next release, or customer is thinking to change the requirement, and in such cases the status will be changed as deferred and it will be fixed in the next release. So this is all about bug life cycle, but before wrap up this point, I will explain you some other states, like cannot be fixed state. In this, like technology not supporting, root of the product issue, cost of fixing bug is more. So that type of bug will become on cannot be fixed state. Next is not reproducible. Here we can say platform mismatch, improper defect document, data mismatch, build mismatch, inconsistent defect. So that type of defect will become on reproducible state. Next one is need more information. Here, if developer is unable to reproduce the bug as per the steps provided by tester, then the developer can change the status as need more information, because in this case the tester need to add details reproducing steps and assign bug back to the development team. So for a fix, this won't happen if the tester write a good defect document. So before writing the defect document, we have to remember each and every point that will be understood by developer. So this is all about bug life cycle, defect life cycle. Also, some companies use these bug IDs in RTM to map with the test cases. Now next, how we can create a bug report template with the help of Excel. As you can see, with the help of this image, there is some fields we can add on templates like bug ID, module, requirement, test case name, release, version, status, reporter, date, assigned to, CC, severity, priority, server, platform, build number, test data, attachment, brief descriptions, navigation steps, observation, expected results, actual result, and additional comments. So this is the fields. If you want to add some other field, you can also add here. So it's all depends on the requirements. So let's see the example. Let's take the bug ID is B0012 and module is we are going to check the module, login module. Requirement you can say 1 because we are starting. Test case name you can put Gmail login or compose mail, and you can, if you go with the another login details like Facebook or Twitter or any other, so you can put here like Facebook login compose mail, Twitter login compose mail. Reporter, here you can put the test engineer name, release, delta, beta, like that type. Version, which version is this? Status is assigned, fixed, closed, that type of status. Date you can mention, assigned to, like which developer you are going to assign this bug. CC, test lead you can put, or developers. Severity is critical. Priority you can put. Platform, which platform you are going to check. Build number, test data. Brief descriptions, you can give the brief description about that login page. Navigation steps you can give one by one steps how we can go on Gmail application, how we can log in, forget password, each and every steps. Observation mail, like not found in inbox, expected result, you can put actual result and additional comments. So this is the example of bug report. Next, come to the drawbacks of manual bug report. What we get drawbacks when we are going to write the manual bug report. It will time consuming, like while every bug in the bug report, it will be time taken process. Next one is possibility of human error. A bug may be repeated, wrong data mentioned in the bug report, and miss something to add on the bug report. No security, anyone can change it or delete it. Tedious process, no centralized repository. So this is the drawback of manual bug report. So this is all about bug life cycle, or you can say defect life cycle. If you have any query related to this tutorial, kindly comment. Thank you.